Everyone says agent. Almost nobody means the same thing. By the end of this, you will know exactly what one is, what it costs, and whether you need one. No hype, no demos that never ship, just the plain mechanics, real prices, and the failure modes vendors skip. 10 minutes, and the word finally means something. First, the definition problem. Marketing has stretched the word agent to cover everything from a help widget to a full autonomous system. Honestly, most of what I see labeled agent is a chatbot with a nicer landing page. There is a clean line between the two, and it takes one sentence to draw. A chatbot answers questions. An agent takes actions. That is the whole line. Ask a chatbot for your calendar and it tells you how calendars work. Ask an agent and it opens the calendar, finds a slot, and books it. The moment software can change something in the real world without you clicking, you have an agent. Next, what is actually inside one? Here is what actually gets sold under the label right now. FAQ widgets that paste from a help page. Scripted booking bots that follow a fixed tree. Thin wrappers that send one prompt to a model and rename the answer. And occasionally, the real thing. My rough rule. If it cannot change anything in another system, it is not an agent, whatever the pricing page says. Chapter 2. Strip away the branding, and every agent I have taken apart has the same 4 moving parts. They are not complicated, but once you can name them, you can evaluate any product demo in about 30 seconds, which, in 2026, is a genuinely useful skill. 4 parts. A goal, so it knows what done looks like. Tools, meaning real API access to calendars, indexes, or a CRM. Memory, so step 5 remembers what step 2 learned. And a loop. Plan, act, check the result, and go again until the goal is met or it gives up. Remove any one of these and you are back to a chatbot wearing a costume. Chapter 3. Theory is cheap, so let's watch a real one work. This is a booking agent living inside WhatsApp, the kind of thing platforms like Remarkably run in production for clinics and salons every day. Watch the rhythm carefully. It answers, then it checks, then it acts. Notice the sequence. First message, it just answers. That part is chatbot territory. Then it calls a calendar tool, reads the real availability, and offers the nearest slot. Then it writes to the booking system and confirms. Answer, check, act. What surprised me the first time I built one of these was the checking step. That is where all the engineering actually lies. Chapter 4. Say you want one of your own. As of mid-2026, there are really 3 routes in, and the right pick depends on how technical you are, how much control you need, and how fast you want something running. Here is how I would choose. Route 1 is N8N, visual boxes and arrows, no code, good for gluing tools together. Route 2 is Claude agents, describe the job in plain language, hand over tools, iterate. Route 3 is raw code with an API total control most work. My honest take, start visual, and only write code once a flow has proven it earns its keep. Chapter 5, the part most people get wrong. Agents fail in ways chatbots simply cannot, because agents touch real systems. Before you switch one on in front of customers, you need the 3 classic failure modes and a rough sense of what running one actually costs. Failure 1, runaway loops, the agent retries a broken step forever. Failure 2, hallucinated actions. It books the wrong day or emails the wrong person. Failure 3, the bill. One complex task can burn 30 or 40 model calls. In my tests, an unguarded agent can spend in an afternoon what a chatbot spends in a month. The fixes are boring, step caps, confirmations on anything irreversible, and logs. One more honest filter before you spend anything. Do you even need one? If customers mostly ask informational questions, a plain chatbot is cheaper and safer. Agents pay off when the task is repetitive and multi-step, bookings, follow-ups, lead triage, and when a human can audit what happened. If an error would be expensive and invisible, keep a person in the loop. Now, the numbers. Where does adoption stand? As of mid-2026, most industry surveys put the share of companies piloting agents somewhere around 8 in 10. But the share running one in real production for real customers still looks like fewer than 1 in 5. That gap is the honest headline. Everyone is experimenting, few have crossed the reliability bar. Which is why understanding the failure modes matters more than the demos. Quick recap. A chatbot answers, an agent acts. Every agent is a goal, tools, memory, and a loop. Watch for the answer, check, act pattern. That is how you spot a real one. Build visually first, code later, and guard everything irreversible because the failure modes are real. That is the whole subject, minus the hype. If this cleared things up, subscribe. The next video walks through building your first agent end-to-end using the visual route with real guardrails from minute one. And if someone on your team keeps saying agent when they mean chatbot, well, now you have a video to send them. See you in the next one.